A lot of major people recorded there. I think maybe Prince, this person, that person.
Michael Jackson.
It's making music, a production and an experience.
Yeah.
Not just for the auditory, but it's a whole experience around it. And one of the scenes, one of the girls in the show was a light-skinned black girl. She was multiracial and stuff. And her sister comes to visit in the show and stuff. That was. All right, y'all. Welcome to yet another episode of Bridging the Gap with Bill, Shy, Scooby, and Mac. And today's episode is going to be about music, our involvement in it, and how it affects our society. But of course, before we get into all that,
make sure y'all get tuned in and tapped into all the social medias. I'm at Scooby the Kid 252, at Chef Mac 1523, at OsoShy11, at Bill_Perry, and at Bridge the Gap 77. Get tuned in and tapped in, like I said.
How are we all doing this week? This will be a few weeks in advance. I believe this will be the first week of December. So how do y'all think y'all will be doing then?
December. Oh, goodness. So several things have changed again, and because of COVID. I don't know. I'm just going to wait until the spring before I do anything. So I cancel a lot of things. So that's what's going on with me.
yeah. Hey, no, Shy, that's probably safe.
Yeah,
it's probably safe to do
safe.
so.
Somebody I know got COVID, and I'm like, okay, can't do this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Time to slow it up. I understand, but hey, you got at least it's a plan that's in development.
Yeah.
Myself, I am doing very well. We just had the premiere of They Found Me Vengeance at the drive-in, and we got another one coming up. Or rather, I got to speak a little bit more futuresque, I guess. That has already happened, and I imagine the Powerhouse would have already happened, and I imagine I will be very happy about that.
Hopefully pictures are popping up.
It's weird having to speak in future tense and imagine how I'd be feeling. I think I'll be elated. I am elated. I'm elated. Yeah, that's what I am.
I like what Shy said, and due to some circumstances, I think I'm going to kind of take that advice, wait till springtime, like...
Your guitar's falling.
Oh. I think that's a sign that that's what I need to do. But yeah, so I'm excited because I'm taking time out for myself and working on myself. So,
pretty much the same here. If anything, I'm still riding on the coattails of the games that I just bought, and I've been enjoying them and just being healthier and I keeping my room clean. I know I mentioned that in the past few episodes, but. I'm proud of that.
This is a little subtle mission. He always throws it in there. I clean my room. It's like, well, it's okay. What is this little subtle hit?
My car. I got new tires. I'm like changing.
Okay. Now, if he said another week, I'm gonna ask about the pattern of this. Like, okay, so what's going on here with this cleaning the room and Max new development?
So I lived in my house for a year. Never cleaned my room. Never vacuumed my floors. Kept it decent, but never really.
So you live like a guy.
I really, in the past few weeks, I bought a vacuum, just kind of trying to keep it cleaner.
Oh, nice. Hey, you know what? Cleaning your place actually does make you feel a little bit high-spirited. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I ain't nasty today. Yeah, I got my shit right. You know what I'm saying?
And I guess, to throw us into the topic, one of my favorite things to do while cleaning is listen to music.
Listening to music.
I love listening.
Indeed. Now, do you listen to your own stuff or other people's stuff?
It depends. When I just make something, I listen to it, but
like you're vacuuming the house.
I'm not listening to my own stuff.
Yeah, me neither.
Not generally, because I feel like that's kind of pretentious. I want other people to enjoy it. I don't.
Well, then I have to say I'm a little guilty there because I do listen to my own shit.
Yeah, not just.
I'm one of my own favorite artists. Just to keep it 100.
It's
that probably was like, damn, Bill, pretentious much? Yes, I'm sorry. Goddamn, what? If you don't have faith in your own shit.
Well, no.
But
I don't know me, but I'm not trying to say that. I definitely got hella faith in my own shit.
You do. I know you do.
But it's I don't know. Sometimes I look for new perspectives. I like to listen to myself to really go back to that time. And when I'm making something new, it's that's old shit. I'm trying to I'm on some new stuff.
I understand.
And I guess we can kind of take it to a place of my first times remembering music. Was in the car. Where was y'all's first times listening to music? Where did y'all digest it a lot as kids?
At the car, I think. I think for me too. I remember a lot of times as a kid. A song come on the radio, and back then, that's how you caught the hits. Today, you can catch it online and streaming and all that. But back then, you caught it on the radio. And, it always, it was always really cool when you caught a song that you liked from the top. on the
Yeah.
radio, because you'd be going through the stations and it'd be like in the middle of the song already or something. You're like, oh man. And I'm one of the people, like, say if I was going somewhere, going to like a store, and the song I've been waiting on to come on all day finally comes on, I'm one of the people, I'll sit in the car and listen to it.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And then I get out and do my grocery shopping, whatever. But I'm like, nah, I've been waiting for this song to come on all day, so I'm just gonna sit here and vibe. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the radio and at home. My mom and dad. Mom in particular. Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder. Shy, help me. What's the trifecta? Al Green. Thank you. That's our, holy trinity of music as far as mom goes in the house. But we listen to all kind of stuff. Michael Jackson, Prince, this person, that person. So yeah, Shy.
God, I don't remember the first time I heard a song. I just remember how I felt when my favorite songs came on being really young. Say, for instance, and I don't even care about telling my age, but Say.
Say.
How I felt when I just being a little kid, and this is Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah, we mentioned that song on some episode a while back here. I remember we brought up Say.
Yeah, and the memories I would have being, in elementary school and just different things that,
And what the music did to you, like
Yeah.
when you hear a song, it immediately takes you back to that place.
It could take you to a place, because Mom said that, Dad said that Mom used to sing to me all the time. So maybe that was the first time I really heard music. I really don't know.
Yeah.
So
Music is like a form of time travel.
according to Dad, that's one of the reasons why I'm nicknamed Shy, because it was a part of that song. But Mom said that you couldn't pronounce it.
I found out later.
Yeah, he couldn't pronounce my name, so I was kind of named that by him.
That's funny.
But yeah, it could be through music too. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy how like music, especially in y'all's family, has influenced a lot of y'all's lives. That's like I'm kind of jealous. Like I wish my dad was like a rock star too. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it was a journey, man. I mean, people get it like twisted with us because I get it because we here that's pretty much the impression we made on people. Even though we had a life before we started like our family band and becoming musicians. But Shy, could attest to it. I'm sitting right here with her, and she will vouch for it. But we were like everybody else. We listened to music and liked our favorite artists, but it wasn't like Dad would pull out the guitar and we all start singing at
okay.
You know what I mean? At the
that
kitchen
time-
table for dinner.
At that time,
like,
he wasn't
feel
even
that.
really playing, and
Gotcha.
he wanted. Well, I guess he pushed it on both of us, but I more kind of took on music at a younger age.
yeah, I was rapping. He got Shy in a studio session. And everything, and I wanted to do something with my guys and stuff. We wrote a little rap. I don't know why what happened or whatever, but Shy, he was developing a song that Shy had written,
Or two songs.
two songs, Little Bad Kid
And
Having Fun, and that was opening. Like Shy was playing her bass line in the song and stuff like that on his keyboard. I can't remember whose keyboard that was. We had, you remember, for the longest time. And Having Fun's bass line, and Shy playing the bass line like in sixth grade and stuff, having fun, just singing a song and stuff. Got Pop reinvigorated back in the music. It was good to see him like that because it'd been a minute for my Pop by that time. He had stepped away from music for some time at that point in his life, and so he was getting reinvigorated through her. Like I said, I was doing my thing. I guess my Pop probably didn't think I was quite organized enough to take me into the studio because, like, he was working with Shy, but I was just talking about going there with my friends and just doing our rap songs. And, at the time, I probably thought I was ready, but maybe looking back, Pop was like, nah, y'all ain't as ready as you think. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't do it. So I don't know, for whatever reasons. But it was good to see the process through Shy's thing because, we all went to the studio and stuff like that, the whole family and stuff.
No, I was just thinking when I was in the booth getting ready to sing, how all of you guys crowded up and these little faces, big smiles, and I'm looking down.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, it was cool.
Because the window's right there, so the engineer can. You
And,
remember that?
yeah, no, I don't actually, Shy. I don't
was
remember
like,
that.
Oh, you guys got in front of the window.
I remember the studio was Village Studios, which was a popular studio out west. A lot of major people recorded there. I think maybe Prince and this person, that person.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, rather. While Shy was recording there, the artist Pat Benatar, I don't know. Y'all are a lot younger, may not know that name, but Pat Benatar was heavyweight back in the day. She was, I think, recording that same week or somehow or another. I want to even say I have a memory. I thought that she was recording one of the same days that we were there. I have to ask Pop about that one. It seems like I heard that in passing. I don't know. But at any rate, Pop went to the real shit to get his daughter on. It wasn't just some Rudy Poot studio. Like real top notch people were going there. But still, nonetheless, music wasn't something that defined our family. You know what I mean? Like we wasn't the Perrys, as a lot of people knows us as this collective family, family band kind of thing, because of the work we put in from the '90s and stuff onward. We started the family band in '93. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And I mean, hell, Shy was in 11th grade, I believe, or senior when we started.
Yeah, I was still in high school.
Yeah, Shy was a baby.
Yeah.
And I was your age. Well, actually, I was younger than you.
Yeah,
I was younger than you, man, no doubt. I was 21.
21.
I was a 21-year-old version of me. Oh man, I bet y'all are wondering like, how did that motherfucker? God damn, this guy, 21 version of this. Oh my God, yeah,
Wow.
Everything and more. Whatever you're imagining, it was everything and more. Believe that. But yeah, man. Music was always something that anchored me.
I kind of want to ask Shy, like, when you were writing those first songs, like, what inspired that? Because I know when I was that young, writing a song felt like going to the moon. Like that was just unconceivable,
Oh, I remember when I wrote my first song. I was so proud of it. I loved it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me see. I think my real first song, not just something that I put together.
I was thinking about that rap song we used to be with Wu-Tang. That's the one I was thinking about. Shy's a lost member of Wu-Tang for those that right.
Yeah.
I threw Shy like, damn, how you do that?
Yeah, I was actually going to Northwest, and it was one of the songs that I recorded. So yeah, that was a great feeling. And the things that I'm inspired by, I don't know. It's just everyday life. Sometimes you can just see things about other people's reactions. Maybe it can be something somebody said, or just something that you make up.
Yeah.
Take notes. That's one of the biggest things that you can do is just take notes, and you can end up with all of these scrap notes. So
That's interesting. I like that idea.
yeah, sometimes it's a melody. So you might have a melody in your head, and the next thing you know,
Man,
the
look,
lyrics
every
starts.
day I wake up, I'm sure y'all can attest to this too, man. I am humming some shit in the shower.
Oh,
Every day, like, and then, most of that music is lost because it just be me just humming in the shower.
Oh, I was gonna say,
humming some old line and shit, and like, man, I should do something with this line. Nope, gone.
this is your best friend right here. Look, even the Coltrane countdown. Voice memos.
I gotta use that more. I do got that. Damn shot. Yeah, you using that thing. See, I gotta use it like that.
You won't forget. That's for sure. Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, what was wrong with me? Why did I record that?
Oh no, Shy! I did that one time. Matter of fact, that's the reason why I don't use my voice memo anymore, because I set this idea to myself, and it was just something I said real quick. Man, I didn't listen to that idea again for like another 2 months. Man, what the fuck? Like, I ain't gonna develop this shit. What the hell was I thinking that day? And then I'm gonna save. No, delete, motherfucker, this dumbass idea. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I had to listen to it to hear if it was good or bad.
Yeah, because you definitely have to go through it, because you might find more bad.
yeah.
Like I said, nope, delete that fucking dumbass idea, Bill. You were fucking drunk and high, you dumbass.
Like, it was good at that moment.
But then sometimes, you'll jot down an idea in a fragment, and the fragment's so good, you're trying to remember what the whole body of the idea was. I don't know if y'all have ever done that. Like, like think about it like half of a sentence. And you wonder, what did you write at the beginning of the sentence? You got the end of the sentence or something like that. I don't know if I'm describing it right, but I got like fragments of ideas that I forget what the root of the idea was. It was like, I may have a fragment of a line, but I'm like, but where was I going with it?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's happened to me before, but not often.
Yeah, it happens to me often. Because, there's so much shit going on up in here, man, and if I don't develop an idea right then and there, that motherfucker is just some shit that doesn't have a tail or a head. It's just this torso, you know what I'm saying? Like
When I develop an idea, I have to get the full spectrum of what I'm gonna do. Like if I'm writing a song, I have never like wrote a verse halfway through and then just stopped. Like I'm gonna finish it later. Like
oh no.
and that's kind of
You got to keep the momentum going while the pen is hot. While the pen is
Well,
hot.
I've done that before because sometimes I will go blank. So I'm writing something. I'm like, okay,
Maybe the bridge ain't coming to you or
yeah,
something.
it's not. It's like I have to feel it. It's like something I can't force it out. It's like if I find myself forcing something out, I quit for maybe an hour, just give myself a break, and then go back to it. Next thing I know, okay. But there's been times when it's taken longer, you know, until I found what it felt that would be right. The title track of my last album, Brand New Day. Oh, yeah. When I wrote the music, I'm like, okay, this music is really good, but I could not get the lyrics to it. So I probably wrote maybe 4 different songs to it.
wow. Okay.
Until I came up with Brand New Day, and that was the title track.
Yeah.
And then it was nominated for a Josie Award.
That's
So
what's
yeah,
up.
you know, so
That's
you
really
have to,
inspiring to hear.
yeah, you have to do what you feel. You know, I think that has a lot to do with music. You know, what you feel.
Indeed.
You know, if it's forced, I don't know. Maybe it might come out that way.
It's funny, you know, I find maybe because I've been on both sides of the fence now that the way I think about songwriting as a rapper compared to like, say, if I think about it like some lyrics for a singer to sing, I do take my time. It may take me a week or 2 to write a ballad, and the lyrics are so much simpler. Like, you know, the line is, I want to come to you. Blah, 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 blah. You know, some pretty line or whatever the fuck. It'll take me 2 weeks to do that shit.
Yeah.
But I will write, 30-something fucking bars worth of raps.
It seems simple, but you have to really say a lot in those 2 lines, and it has to be.
It
heartfelt.
can't be simple, right? It
Yeah.
can't be simple. So you take
It
your time.
seems like it.
Not to say it's simple in rap, but see, your main objective in rap is to try to find that line to rhyme with that line as witty as possible, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And being clever about it. You know, however you reach that goal, and you
You
start
might
creating
have
a
little more
pattern.
space to work with.
And you're creating a pattern too, especially in modern rap where there's a lot of syncopation and stuff. And if you get to a certain part where you're like really syncopated and you got more to go with the rap, if you stop right there, you may lose the juice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go back to try to finish that like the next day. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking more for myself
I can
here,
see
but
agree.
Yeah.
I most rappers I know, they finish their rap that day. They're not gonna come back and get to the middle of the rhyme and go, oh, I'll park it. I don't know no rapper that's ever done that. Now I'm sure there are rappers out there like that, probably like, oh man, it took me a month to write this rap. Well, okay, that's your punk ass. I'm from the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
And I put it out there like that. If it took you a fucking month to write any rap, you a punk ass. It don't take that fucking long to write no rap
Yeah,
or
come
any
on.
song for that matter.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
Talk that shit.
I don't give a fuck, man. This man talking about some cut. This man don't know what the fuck he talking
nah,
about.
that's that shit right there. Oh,
Shit, God damn it.
Hey, but so it's like, it's hard when you say that, because it's like, when I'm writing bars, it's like when I'm writing a song, right? And I do that. I write songs too, and it's like, it's mainly the melody. Like, that's what I'm working on. And like Shai said, you're saying so much and so little. It's like you have to be witty in the simpleness of the double entendre, like when you're writing those kind of songs. And for me, it's like when Shai says force it. If I sit down to the pen and paper and I don't start writing, I'm not thinking about shit. I'm just like, yo, I want to write. So I'm going to just start writing. If I stop writing, then and that to me, that's forcing it. When I force myself to but sometimes, bro, like when I be writing shit, it's like I feel like it was already written in the cosmos. I was just tapped in on my and God was like, oh, you get that
There you
one.
go. There
You know
you go.
what I'm saying?
Oh,
Holy
shit.
shit! Like, what is this? And you say it back to yourself, and you're like, whoa, I said that. I didn't even, because I was thinking over there. It's writing songs is a very spiritual thing that I'm sure playing music is in the same light, like how you come up with chord progressions if you know how to play it. Like
It can really touch you in your heart,
yeah.
Now, being creators of music, are you guys mindful of how people take in your art outside of just entertaining them? Like, if you have a message in your song and things of this, I mean, are you concerned how that'll be digested? Like if you have a song that's considered controversial socially,
Yeah.
You know, you have a song about the police brutality out here, misogyny or whatever the fuck, something that's, controversial. Are you concerned how people take that in?
Yeah. Let me see. What was one
I
of
guess
my
meaning
songs?
like, do you make it, do you write songs to be safe, or are you just like, no, I'm expressing myself, I don't care
No,
how people
I
take it?
write it how I
fuck no.
feel
Yeah,
it,
exactly.
but at the same time, it's like, I want everyone to be able to at least try to get
That's
yeah,
yeah, I'm kind of like that too. It's like, yeah, I express myself, but I'm not trying to offend.
yeah.
If what I'm saying happens to be offensive, that was not my intent. You know
Yeah,
what I
I wrote
mean?
a
Like,
song called Mickey's Got a Gun, and it's about a guy, a girl that's in love with a guy that's pretty much a criminal, and but people really like the song, but so
and
I
it's
have
not you
concern
per
about
se,
that.
but
Huh?
yeah, you have to consider how it's
Yeah,
taken
yeah,
in.
and in this day and age, with at the time all of the shootings and
I wrote a song called Hot Cheetos, and how I wrote the song, one of my friends passed away in North Carolina. He got shot in front of the gas station with his homie. He survived, and I was in the studio with Ferris, and I was just like, that's what I was feeling. I was like, and we were making some real sad shit, and I couldn't write nothing. Like, bro, I just want to talk about hot Cheetos, right? And I wrote the hook for hot Cheetos, like hot Cheetos, it don't matter what kind, at the gas station, trying to spend a quick $5, hit the plug up, trying to spend $10, need to reefer a lot of the cheap kind, heading to the, eating top ramen, headed to the top, right? When I wrote it, I was like, damn, I'm talking about going to heaven, right? And I knew it was such a subtle thing, because it's just like going to the top is what you think I'm talking about. And so I started writing the verses, and I'm telling this story, and in the end of the verses, the guy ends up dying, and it was just how I felt about a situation, and I wrote that, and I play it to people for this day that still don't even catch what I wrote in the lyrics, because it's such a happy song, you know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to be happy about this. My man is just passing away, and so I say that to say later on, I come up with a visual concept for it, and I think, when I'm creating art, I have people that I ask, I don't really give a fuck what the masses say, but I have people that I ask to be like, so I know what to deal with when it comes, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of like the main thing I feel like all artists should do, and I feel like what we all do is just say what you got to say, but know what comes with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're telling a story that's true to your story, then the story in itself, tells it, right? But if you're telling a story that's not you, like you say, you're talking about someone, being a bank robber or whatever, you're not, but you're telling the story through this kind of third person place. I have a song that I actually haven't recorded yet. It's a Mr. B. Wait, is it a Mr. Yeah, it's a Mr. BM song. I haven't recorded it yet. It's called Backwards. And what it is, it's about this evening where this guy goes out and he ends up getting shot and he dies. Okay, that's as simple as that story is, right? But the story starts with him already being shot. And I tell the story backwards from him laying down and all the events that led up to him getting shot in backwards order. And the rap ends at the moment right before he gets shot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's called Backwards. Damn, now I'm talking about that. I need to record that motherfucker. That's a bad concept, right?
Yeah, that's a really good concept.
And I actually got the rap. It's already written and everything. But now, obviously, that's never, I'm alive. That's never happened to me before. But, we all know stories or know of people that have been shot. And I took, a certain type of story and things that play out in that story that have happened. Because it essentially is some club drama that plays out, bullshit like that we all are familiar with, a motifs that people are familiar with.
Some people are strange. I remember there were some people that thought that Boys in the Hood was real, based on real people, and I'm like,
Shy, you remember around here in Oxford, some shit went down the night that the movie premiered here, and some local bullshit went down, some gang shit or something. I don't know what happened, but
maybe shooting in the theater.
it was it's like, dude, Boys in the Hood, like, and this shit's based in L.A. and you motherfuckers here, like,
And
but
somebody
it was just an
like came
impression.
up with an idea. These are characters; they're not real people. It's not based on a true story either.
But see, with music, it's such an abstract art that, you almost can live kind of a second life in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like, we know that, like, say, Cardi B is who she is in her character. But she's also, whatever her real name is. I've seen it before. I can't pronounce the shit.
I don't know.
She's got Spanish background and everything,
Yeah.
But you know, it's like she's Cardi B. She's in that character, scream, whatever the fuck that sound she be making, and all these little things she does. I have actually kind of been lately becoming a Cardi B fan. It's been like this slow, like, Cardi, you pulling me in, girl. I don't know what it is about you, but I'm becoming a fan.
She gives a fuck. Like,
you know, and I think she's just so genuine to who she is that it's like, man, that's who she is, y'all.
Yeah.
She didn't lie from the very jump street. She's like, hey, man, I used to work in the titty bar, like, hey, whatever. It was real from the dough, man. Yeah. And it's been that way. It has not let up. And, you know, I think we talked about this before in another light in terms of actors, and I'm also like this with musicians, too. Their mystique sometimes is more attractive.
Yeah.
You know, you were saying that about Tupac a while back.
Fuck yeah.
That's the same way you described that. I related to it because I was like that about Miles.
Yeah.
I was, you know, Miles was my Tupac, as it were, you know, in terms of I was more into the guy. I loved his music, but whatever little thing I could find about Miles, a little thing to read about it, a little video, I was Miles crazy.
You know, the biggest one.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. Go ahead, say it.
Prince.
Yes.
But he was, you know. He barely even spoke. So when he spoke, people were like, his voice. Yeah. We only knew his singing voice.
That man said 3 things in the entire decade of the 80s.
Yeah, it's like he didn't know anything about
in one interview, 3 months later, love. 5 years later, you. You know, it's like, damn, Prince, you gave us 3 words in the whole entire decade. And then the next decade, all he did was interviews. Every time you turn around, there's Prince. They're like, oh, okay, good. Thanks for talking to us more, Prince. We've been waiting for this. Yeah. But you know what? It helped.
By then, he was so famous.
Oh, look. Yeah. I mean, you talk about the genius. Like, you know, Michael Jackson, when he did the Super Bowl, this man jumps out and stands there for like, I don't know, 8-10 minutes. And all he did was whip his damn head. Whoop! Motherfuckers lost their shit like they just saw fucking Neil Armstrong land on the moon, man. You know what I'm saying? Ah! This motherfucker just went. But it was after like 10 minutes of standing there. It's Michael fucking Jackson. Everybody, and then it kind of starts calming because it's like, well, what is he gonna do? Yeah! Dude, that is the greatest moment I've ever seen in my life. Ain't no motherfucker whipped their head and got that kind of fucking pandemonium before.
Is it true, though, that, like, the reason why he did that is they told him that he had to cut his set short, and so he said, fuck it. He went out there and stood for 10 minutes just to see if they do it?
I think you're right. There's something to that effect. It's either him or Prince. It seems like I know that story like that. But see, the thing was, it was very elaborate because, okay, now that was the crux of it. It was very cool, man. So, you know, you got 4 corners of the stadium. At the top pillars of each corner, a Michael Jackson a guy came up. Pow! Stood on one of the pillars. Wow! Cool. And after all 4 pillars, well, which one is the real Michael Jackson? The real Michael Jackson emerges in the center. And so now you can understand when he emerges, that done played out by that. And now I said 10 minutes. It wasn't quite that long. It was, you know, maybe 3 minutes or something. But, you know, it's a while, you know. That moment right there. When he whipped that head to that right, ain't a motherfucker alive I've ever seen whip their head like a fucking solo. Like, that's what people get when they do badass solos. And but like whipping your fucking head. That's how badass Michael Jackson was, man. And then his show was that badass when he finally did go into the Michael Jackson shit. Yeah. It was worthy. He was talented. And, but, you know, Mac brought it on. Yeah. See, we introducing him.
I want to see this.
Cody, remember I told you before, bridging the gap? This is what's happening right now. Oh, okay.
I found the part. So I see he's just.
I didn't know what he did.
Whipped his head, y'all. Listen to that goddamn crowd.
About whip?
That's all he's doing is sitting there.
Whip your head, whip your braids.
Whip your head back and forth like Willow Smith.
That's all
this man whips his goddamn head. Yo. But again, mind you, it wasn't just that. That's why I had to explain all the other shit that was going on leading up to it.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful, man. And, you know, that's taking, you know, it's making music, you know, a production and an experience. Yeah, man. You know, not just for the auditory, but, you know, it's a whole experience around it. There's a reason why we remember certain artists, and it ain't just only because of their music. You know, a lot of the times, like, people that are friends of Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Everybody loved Queen and stuff like that, but they remember his live performance.
Yeah.
And all those infamous footages. Like him performing "We Are the Champions." Have you ever seen that footage?
Not the real life footage, no.
Now, you want to look up some shit? Look up Freddie Mercury or Queen performing "We Are the Champions."
Like
There is a sea of people that look like ants.
Are you talking
like,
that one?
No. We are the champions.
Don't
Da, da,
tell
da,
us
da,
losers,
da,
'cause
we
we
are
are
the champions. Yeah.
Of the world.
Yeah. That's it. And the whole crowd's just going crazy.
You're talking about the oh man, what's it called?
I don't know which particular event it was.
The Live Aid for Africa.
Yeah, and it's just
You've seen the movie, but the actual live performance is wild.
And from what I
You
heard,
guys have to sing that song. Now it's in my head.
like I heard during that thing, I think it's true too. Like there was like hardly any donations, and when Queen went on,
Queen went on, everybody
started donating.
Hey man,
funny story
They were
about
talented, man. They were not like from watching the movie. That was a really cool story because like they were so educated in knowing music, but to be recognized in the rock and roll, you don't assume those guys to be educated in music. That could be me being
no, and it ain't you. A lot of people don't assume that a lot of musicians are have any kind of academic education with their music knowledge,
yeah,
which
man.
in a lot of cases are true. I mean, to my understanding, I don't think Prince could read charts. Jimi Hendrix didn't read charts and stuff like this. And, it doesn't matter as far as that goes. But, there's
I
something.
think Prince played like it.
He played like 8 instruments and stuff like this, though. So there's that side of it. You know what I mean? You got people that
Very
are just
well, all of them,
music
very
savants that can just pick up instruments and play all type of different instruments and can't necessarily read charts. And then you got people that could read fly shit on paper.
Yeah.
But really don't have a really good human touch to their instrument.
I'm trying to imagine that sound.
They're reading all the dots, and there's a little, fly shit little dot. They'll read that little dot.
I thought you meant like fly shit, like it was dope.
No, like fly shit would just be a little dot, and you think about reading them little dots on the sheet paper, and if there was a piece of fly shit right there, they'd read that too. You know what I'm saying? Like them type of people.
There's a story, that Dad would tell when he was at Chess Studios, and they were so good at reading the
charts and stuff.
Charts,
Yeah.
I don't remember who he said it was, but they kept hitting this particular wrong note, and everybody's like, "Why are you hitting that note? What's going on?" So they picked it apart piece by piece, and they found out exactly where they were hitting that note. And that guy had accidentally tapped that spot with his pen when he was writing. And he accidentally
I remember this story.
Yeah, and they were playing that little.
That's how badass chart readers these guys were.
That's crazy.
Man, shit, my dad worked with the best, man. You know what I'm saying? And, it's just like myself. Like, I mean, I know how to read charts and stuff. I would prefer not unless it's like got a lot of changes.
Billy really underrates himself.
Yeah.
He's talking about all the musical genius.
Oh God, though, for real. I was making music with Bill the other day, and like he's just picking these instruments, and like you don't know what he's doing when he's over there playing it, and he's like, "You see how I weaved it all in? Like I hear it, Bill, but I don't know how you did it." You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I need a trombone here, the tenor, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, like shit, it's beautiful to me. I love seeing that shit." Like
yeah, and that's an arranger. It's like to be able to go into a studio. You said that's what you want to do.
Oh, thank you, guys.
Hearing all the parts and hearing the harmony parts that can go with it.
I appreciate that, y'all.
Really?
I guess I joke so much about myself is, I rarely hear compliments like, I thank y'all. I appreciate that. I can make music, Bubba. I know how to make music. Oh, man. So how we looking on time, y'all?
10 minutes.
Oh, 10 minutes? Oh, shit. I thought it was, okay.
Well, one thing is.
Is it less than that?
No, you're 33.
Nah.
No, man.
Till we're done.
Yeah, until we're done, right? Like, how long we doing the show today?
About an hour.
Yeah, so how long we been going at it?
About 15 more minutes then.
Okay.
You said we're at 33 up there? So about 15 minutes.
Yeah, we got a new tech man in the house, y'all. We got Cody in the house and stuff who actually just got the job this evening, and he didn't realize he had the job. He just came, and now he's a tech man. That's how BTG hires and shit.
So you guys want to talk about AI?
Nah,
Oh no, not
that's a
yet.
good song.
Oh, look at this man. He's spoiling our shit, y'all. Hey, that's coming up though. We got that coming.
And I guess we can see how much we love like ourselves as musicians because we've talked about it for so long. So let's bring it into the influence of the world, maybe.
Yeah, good place to take a Scoob.
I've been over here just sitting, just listening. Like,
Oh yeah, poor Mac. Mac just is like, man, okay, I gotta get this to y'all, man. You know, this is your thing. I will say this. This will probably bring you in, Mac, because you know to speak about impressions that music makes on society.
Yeah.
Like hearing a song that you feel made people a little bit more aware of what was going on around you. You guys heard me say numerous times on the show here how KRS-One taught me that a black man invented the traffic light.
Yeah.
You know, things of that nature where it's like I learned stuff about real life through song.
Brenda's got a baby.
Yeah, Brenda's Got a Baby, Tupac and stuff.
the epic rap battles of history, they will teach you a lot.
Actually, it will. Even though that's hilarious stuff, but they say a lot of good tidbits about each person,
Like
the historical figures
Thomas
and stuff.
Jefferson invented the swivel chair. I never knew that until I heard it in them.
Oh wow!
That's you.
No, go ahead,
No, I was
Sean.
gonna say Madonna was the first one to sing about abortion.
Wow.
Like Papa Don't Preach.
Oh, Papa don't preach.
As far as I know,
I'm keeping my baby.
that is
Yeah,
that's deep as
because it was
hell.
about it was a pro-choice
"Papa
thing.
don't
I'm
preach."
keeping my baby because her dad was telling her to have an abortion. Papa don't preach.
Well, she was telling him, she's like, Papa don't preach, I'm in trouble deep. Papa don't preach, I've been losing sleep, but I've made up my mind.
I'm keeping my baby.
That's
And that was in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why people like Madonna are what they are today.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
a beautiful song too.
And it makes an impression on society. To me, one of the greatest cultural writers of all time, if not probably the greatest, Bob Marley.
yes for sure.
When that man penned a song, everybody in the world could relate, not just a particular area. Like certain songs are related to a specific time or a particular place and so on. Redemption song will be played forever, and it will always be relevant to somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I Shot the Sheriff will always be relevant. And a shitload of songs I'm not naming. Stir It Up, this song, that song.
Three Little Birds.
Three Little Birds. I mean, you want to feel happy at a concert,
Yeah.
play Three Little Birds. The entire concert will feel good. If you don't feel good, you belong in hell. That's just the thing. You belong in hell.
And that's the most universal concept. Go ahead.
He wrote the "Don't Worry, Be Happy." He wrote that song, right?
No. Bobby McFerrin. Wrong Bobbies.
Oh, it's okay.
Hey, they're bridging gaps. We're bridging gaps.
Wait, hold on.
This is why this side of the table has to educate that side sometimes.
Hold on, I gotta show y'all something because I've been improperly educated.
Oh my God, yes you have. Bob Marley and Bobby McFerrin are
they're
completely
Actually,
different.
Bob Marley was dead by the time
If my iPad will load, I can prove.
Bobby McFerrin.
So
came
I've been listening to that song a lot lately, and the picture, I swear to God, it is Bob Marley.
If you get into some trouble, if you worry, you'll make it double. Don't worry.
Bob Marley, don't worry, be happy. That's what I've been listening
That
to.
is Bob Marley, but that's.
But it says Bob Marley.
Who the hell posted that?
Hey, you gotta report that. How do we report that?
Yo, they got Bob Marley's face, and look at the song they playing. That's a goddamn travesty.
Yo, report that shit.
We do not all look alike.
Yo, that's
Do you
why-
understand, white people? We do not all look alike, all right? I know a white person posted that. You know, damn way a black man posted that shit.
You gotta pull up.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
I haven't seen Bobby McFerrin
That's
in
fucking
years.
crazy, bro.
It's like, come on, really? Do y'all think that am I Dave Chappelle? Look closely. Am I Dave Chappelle up in this motherfucker? Now, how do you mistake these people?
No way.
Look at us. Really look at us, people. We do not all look goddamn it alike up in this motherfucker.
See, now you see why I
Now look.
asked that question.
Now look, and then he go look for a Bob Marley song, and it's go, have the flip or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's like go have Bobby McFerrin on there, or vice versa. Nah, man. See, that's why you got to be careful with YouTube because they be doing some shit, and that is one of the greatest travesties. And poor Mac been listening to it, getting into it and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's so fuck. But you know what's good? Now here's the kicker. That's how beautiful the song is, because regardless that they put it out there wrong, the fucking song's still connected to Mac.
Yeah.
It's just these generations, disservice in generations in terms of who did it. That'd be the equivalent of, if I don't know if Kenny G wrote a song and someone thought it was Miles Davis. Oh God, it's just it's like they both are horn players in jazz, but no, you don't do that.
You know that's
And I
happening.
know my friends is looking at this that really know jazz. They're like, Bill, don't you ever put Kenny G and
I'm
Miles
sorry,
Davis's
that's
fucking
happened,
names in the
jazz
same
fans.
sentence ever again, and I won't ever do that again for my big jazz heads. I don't know who. That's like saying that Vanilla Ice was just as real as NWA.
No.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's how ridiculous that is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But see, I wonder how many people are disappointed either way when they hear Ice Ice Baby or Under Pressure.
Under pressure.
now, hey, we got to keep it 100, right? Vanilla Ice had his moment to shine, and that goddamn song was bumping.
It was.
And you know
When that
what?
fucking song came on in the
Yeah.
clubs, yo, punk ass danced to it. Don't act like it. Ice, ice, baby. We all danced to it. And matter of fact, I probably would dance to it again. But Vanilla Ice, you were fake as a motherfucker, but I'll dance to your track. It was hot.
Yo,
It was a great song, and he really made something of himself after that.
I mean, that's how. But then he fucked up. See, all black folks will always fuck with him about that one line, though. Word to your mother. That's what he showed. Y'all excuse me for
He
this.
didn't write
That's what he
that
showed his
line.
white boy shit.
He didn't
Well,
write that
because it's word to the mother. Yeah, he was trying too hard. Then he gets that word to your mother. See, that's when you prove that your name is, in fact, Robbie Van Winkle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were the Vanilla Ice into that mode. All the black people, yeah, he called it. Word to your mother. Oh, shit. Goddamn. Why did you? It's like today the equivalent of when a white person's singing along to one of them cool black songs and it gets to that one line. The nigga line.
Damn.
And see, to my black artists out there, we got to stop writing songs that encourage these white kids to want to sing them lyrics.
Because you want them to buy it.
It's like you want them to buy it, and then they're at the party. You know what I'm saying? Holla if you
sing
hear my
along,
nigga. There's a bunch of white kids. I don't want you to sing that lyric. Well, why did you want them to buy the fucking record? Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be splitting hairs. You gonna say nigga all day in your record, but don't want the white kids to sing it and shit. And they're the majority of the motherfuckers at your concert.
Right.
Oh, okay. I guess I done went somewhere else with this.
No, I'll say
But
thank you
it's
for saying
music.
that, though.
It's
'Cause
music.
that's some real shit. Because being a white guy coming up in hip hop, I ain't know no fucking better till somebody told me. You know what
Hey.
I'm saying? When I was singing Lil Wayne shit when I was
Look,
young.
even my man out there waving and stuff. He's like,
Yeah.
he's been influenced and infected by,
Facts.
or is that a time wave? I'm trying to figure.
I wanted to ask a question. Kendrick Lamar, for instance, he invited a white girl on stage once to sing one of his, an excerpt of his song, and
I know the video you're talking about. I've seen this.
it included the N-word, and they,
Yeah.
She went ahead and
And she said it, and he
He
checked
fucked
her
up for
about
picking
it.
the white
But
girl. He should have done that.
Yeah.
He knew better. Like,
And see, the
Picked
thing is,
that
no, go ahead,
line.
Shai.
That's what I say. He picked that.
That
version.
particular line.
Yeah.
There's a famous episode in the old TV
Was
show.
he supposed to say N-word?
There's an old famous episode in the old
No,
TV
don't
show
say it.
Girlfriends, and in one of the scenes, one of the girls in the show was a light-skinned black girl. She was multiracial and stuff, and her sister comes to visit in the show and stuff that was completely white, but her sister actually act more like a black girl, as it were,
Yeah.
attribute-wise. You know what I'm saying? Had the whole sister flavor kind of thing. Had her hair all braided, this, that, and the third. And actually was getting, I don't know if if you saw this episode, but she was connecting more to the black girls than she had ever connected in certain aspects of it. And she's like, but I'm the sister, and the white girl comes in with her little flavor. But anyway, so there's this one scene where they're all getting their hair did at this hair parlor and shit. And a Jay-Z, which Jay-Z song is that comes on? I forgot what Jay-Z's song comes on, but somewhere in the chorus, the word nigga comes up, and everybody's all happy and stuff, and they're singing the lyric, and she's with them, and everybody's happy, and then da-da-da-da-da, and then when that lyric came up, when she said nigga, it echoed, like everybody looked at her when she said it, she said, da-da-da-da, nigga, and everybody's like, oh, and they all pause and shit like that, and see, what I have to say about that, it's split, right? Because see, in the one hand, it's just like, no, you don't do that. But then in the other hand, it's just like, you can't accuse white people every time that happens of,
racist piece of shit.
or using that as an excuse to say the word.
Yeah, that's
because
not-
I've seen that argument too. This is like, no. How about maybe they're just singing along to the fucking song?
Yeah,
and that's a part of the song.
That's
You know
like-
what I'm saying? And that's all. And that's where it ends.
Yeah.
You don't make a political debate about it. It's like, no,
Yep.
it's a part of the lyric. and they're singing the goddamn song. And if you mute yourself, nobody likes to censor themselves in music.
Nah, bro.
You know, like if it, oh, come on, somebody help me think of a chorus that got some cursing in it that you got to say the curse words.
What's that one song?
Bitch, when it's like it's an Eminem song where it's like and it yells bitch, and I would love to say that shit when I was a kid, man. My mom and dad had to stop
Yeah,
playing
but
it.
they're just-
I don't know the chorus though.
I'm trying to think of one of them old Snoop Dogg songs that had like,
that song that YG did?
that
That
the
Niggas in
motherfucking
Paris?
oh, come on.
yeah.
I can't believe
Yeah,
I am
botching
botching hip hop choruses right
no,
now.
Jay-Z and Kanye.
Sing one that's got some
I can't
cursing
say
in
it.
it.
It's
Come on,
got the N-word
y'all.
in it.
Hey, nah,
My hip hop car is gonna get revoked tonight if these
Bill,
motherfuckers don't help me.
There's a song that one of the artists that I listen to. What would you sampled?
He remade
I don't
remade
know
it.
about these, Shy. I can't believe I'm about to lose my car tonight. There is plenty of hip hop choruses with the cursing in it, and you can't.
Crew. Something.
Yeah, like and to omit the curse words as you're singing the choruses.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fuck. You can't. You're not gonna go
Like,
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Like,
Donald Trump.
nah,
Yeah, that's a modern one. But there's a whole bunch of good ones out there, and I'm remiss right now. I can't remember any of them right now. Okay, we got 9 minutes. Great.
So there's a song that one of my artists that I enjoy remade called "Ninjas in Paris," which is Jay-Z and
Kanye song.
made. They made it, and it's called "In Paris." You know.
Niggas in Paris. Yes.
So like, what about that?
Well, that's what I'm
They're
talking
kinda like
about.
those
But
are-
now, okay, so a song like that was kind of more like an anthem
Yeah.
and everything. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
but
statement. That's a political statement right
But
there.
again, everyone's gonna like it, as it were, in terms of you're gonna reach a broad demographic of ethnicities, races, and such, and everyone's gonna want to sing the lyric. There's not enough. I don't. I mean, unless y'all can educate me to this. I don't know of white people that have songs out there that's like, what's up, my crackers, my honkies, you know what I'm saying? Peck of Woods in the back, and proud, with that shit, but guess what? Everybody running around singing our racial epitaph. 2 Chinese people, my nigga, 2 Spanish people, my nigga, hey.
Bro.
And we play a part in that too. It ain't, black folks try to act like it's all that. We played a part in that shit too, all right?
Eminem does have a song called "White Trash Party."
Okay, but is there? Does he say cracker in the song?
Probably. I haven't listened to it.
I don't know Eminem ever seeing the word cracker or honky in any song. Machine Gun Kelly ain't never said he's a peckerwood. You know what I'm saying? None of them white boys out there, no matter how hard they are, never refer to themselves as their racial epitaphs.
Yeah.
I've never seen no Spanish rapper out there call himself a beaner.
Nah.
A spick. An Asian rapper, chink. Nobody calls himself their racial epitaphs except us. Yep. And then we invite everybody in, as it were. I've seen, white guys that will make the argument that they can say nigga because their friends say
That's
it.
ridiculous.
And they're cool with it. Like, me and my homies, we always be saying nigga together. They cool with it. We be singing the songs and I'm like, okay, well, maybe in that setting, man, but just, how about for me, if you could just not do that, because I'm not cool with it. Because, when I was younger, I used to get really angry about that, but it's hard to combat that.
No.
It's too much to, always be getting exhaustingly tired explaining to motherfuckers why it means something different when you say it, man.
That's real,
when a white person says it, it's just different. It's like that shouldn't even have to be explained. You know what I mean? It's just like, that would be like some German person trying to ask a Jewish person, why is it offensive when I say, you are a kike?
Yeah. Why?
Because motherfucker, you are German, and there was this thing called World War II, you son of a bitch. That's why.
Yeah, exactly,
bro. But the person wouldn't even have to go that far because it doesn't need to be explained.
Really
and see, with the arts, bringing it back to this music thing, there are things that will bleed in there that, to me right now, I think that's probably one of the more controversial things that's in music.
Yeah.
I think another thing that's controversial that we could take it to, the drug usage.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Sexual promiscuity. I can't even say the word right now. Promiscuity at younger ages. I mean, not so much talking about sex in general and music for adults, but there's music out there that, hey, 14-year-olds are listening to and it's teaching them how to eat booty.
Like it or not.
You know what I'm saying? Eat my booty like groceries and shit like that, and motherfucking high school kids are listening to that shit. Look at my poor sister has been traumatized over this shit. You got kids out here with dysentery on the lips and shit eating ass. What the hell going on? Because music is teaching them that shit.
I do gotta say though, sadly, we have to go apart.
We're gonna have to eat ass. Stop at eating ass. God damn. That's a hell of a place to stop.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
go ahead,
best
man.
place to stop.
Yeah, that's the best place to stop. We're gonna stop at eating ass. You know what I'm saying? It's probably the most healthiest thing to
But
do.
let's say we stop before eating ass. Like, from
Maybe we
my
stop
side.
right before the lips touch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a dirty joke that my ex-wife told me one time. I would say real quick before we end. Since we talk about ass. What does a battery tip and an asshole have in common? You don't want to put your tongue on the tip of it, but one day you will.
Oh no. That sucks because I used to do that.
Because, testing the battery.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have to
bro.
test the battery. And I've never eaten booty, and I never will. I can honestly say I will go to the grave, and I probably won't. For girls that probably like, I want Bill to eat my booty one day. No, I ain't gonna eat your booty. I'm not gonna eat your butt. But Cody's like, okay, you can stop here, man. Come on, Bill, stop, please
I
stop.
got one rapid fire question for this one, and is what is the last song you listened to?
Ooh, Shy, you go ahead.
Oh, I think it was a Santana song. Oh,
Ooh,
God.
nice, Santana.
Yeah. I can't think of the title right
Carlos
now.
Santana.
I have to, but I know it's Santana.
Me, it was oh gosh, it was something like Jay Dilla beat. I was listening to Jay Dilla and stuff earlier and stuff. Yeah.
Shit, I'm not really proud of it, bro. Because it's like I was in a depressed state when I listened to it, but 27 Club by GK.
Oh, I'm not hip to it, so I don't know.
If we're at least,
27, yes, I know I
that's sad.
died a legend.
yeah, at least us three. Technically, the last song we listened to was "Scarface" by Scooby.
Oh
Kid.
shit, we did listen to that today. Fuck
Ah,
today.
word.
Before that, the last song I listened to was "Sublime" by Santeria.
Oh, okay,
That's
good
one of my
deal.
favorites.
That's it for this episode.
Indeed, glad you guys enjoyed this. Bridging the Gap with Bill Shy, Scooby, and Mac talking about music. And y'all tune in to the next episode when we talk about artificial intelligence.
Make sure y'all are tuned in and tapped into all the social medias. I'm at Scooby the Kid 252, at Chef Mac 1523, at OsoShy11, at Bill_Perry, and at Bridge the Gap 77.
Peace.
What's up, Bridging the Gap people? Thank you for watching this episode of BTG. We hope you enjoyed. I believe I'm editing this about a week after I believe that this is music. I haven't even edited it. If you could see my screen, I haven't done anything, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe, ding dong that notification bell so that you can get notified every time we upload a video. And I will see you guys next Wednesday with, I'm not sure what the episode is. But I'll see you next Wednesday, and I hope you enjoyed the edit. I don't know what I'm putting in there yet, but yeah, see you next Wednesday, and I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, even though it's a holiday that is rightfully not started in a good way, but hopefully we can take this holiday and still be thankful for the things you have, thankful to be able to watch the podcast. I know Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Be thankful to enjoy time with family. So I'll see you guys next week. Peace out.